Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. Today is Wednesday, March 5th. Last night we did have Trump speak to the Congress, and I think that went pretty well, to be honest with you, because the markets are green. Crypto's up. The markets are all up. Everything looks pretty green. Microsoft, Nvidia, Google, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, Apple, AVGO, and everything else looks pretty nice right there to start off. So that's good. Let's go through, see what our Jolie's jumpers look like. We'll come back to the SPY, see what it looks like in a few minutes. And hopefully it's going to be green and popping today. I think so. So let's see what's happening right here. All information presented here is for educational and informational purpose only, not intended as financial advice. Always do your due diligence. ABVE, let's see what that's doing above. Remember, Laptop Travel was talking about it. And it did pull back there. I think we're going to see a popper right here. Keep an eye on this bad boy. It was 32 to 39. It came down to 25, and then it closed at 39. So keep an eye on good old ABVE. That's an old favorite right there above food ingredients. So keep an eye on that. AGH, that's that Uranus Greenway. It's a brand spanking new one right here, and it is way down. Laptop Travel agreed with the other one, and here we go. ABVE, I know that, and AGH, let's see, it is way down there. It's brand new. We'll keep an eye on it and see what it wants to do. It looks like, is it running up? Let me see. I can't even tell what this thing's doing. Today, the fifth, yeah, it did run up $1 to 128. It's at 95 though. That's why I couldn't really tell, but it did move around there this morning. AGH, and we'll keep an eye on that. ARBB, I know we looked at this last night, and it's up 43 cents. I think it was running up last in the after hours. Yes, it was 45 to 127 yesterday. Closed at 106. Today 114, and it just gapped up and then came down to 86, and now it's at 96. So ARBB, we looked at that last night, and there you go. It did pop up a little bit. That Bren Miller BNRG to Bren Miller Energy right here is curling up. Keep an eye on this guy, and it is looking pretty good right there for BNRG. Let's see what it did this morning. It did go 170. It looked like it might have. No, because it closed at 177, so it did just come down. Yesterday it ran up big, 141 to 205 there. And again, this thing does not show these pops on FinViz, and so you don't have a clue. But anyway, it did pop up there yesterday in the after hours, and it's pulling back. We'll see what BNRG, Bren Miller, is going to do right there. And Clue, I believe that might be Clue. If not, I'll look at CELU too. But let's look at Clue real quick, because that was popping up and trying to get moving. Let's see what that's doing. I think it's just on yesterday's date, and it did reverse split. Yeah, it's not moving yet, so we'll look at it, and let's see. CELU. That is celerarity or something. That's way down there, guys. That's going to be a good one. Just keep an eye on this bad boy. CELU, same letters as Clue. And yesterday it tried to run up 117 to 139. It came back down to 99 and closed at 138. And then this morning it's back down at 110. So like I said, it looked really good to run up there, and we'll keep an eye on it. It might be popping back up again. CYCU, this is that one that had that huge dip, and it's just starting to curl up, guys, like we were talking about. I think it might be moving this morning, and it will run up and then bounce back down. So here we go. It is moving this morning. It was trying to move yesterday, 70 to 93. It's at 90, and you know we were watching this thing down at 58 was its bottom. So there you go. It's CYCU, and that is moving. FRGT right here, Freight Technologies, and this thing's trying to move. It was moving yesterday. It looks like it just kind of flattened out there and could possibly be going higher, 155 to 157 today. But yesterday, 115 to 199. It closed at 162. So it did pull back. It pulled back a little bit, but it's on that 50 and not looking bad. FRGT, keep an eye on that today. And good old Hoth right here, HOTH. And that thing was popping up yesterday. I didn't even notice that one. HOTH. And here we are. Yeah, it was popping up 84 to 148. It closed at 136 and it pulled back today. It's at 122. It opened at 129. HOTH. There you go. And this one ran big yesterday. MASS. I did see this, and it popped up, and it looks like it's still running. I don't know how we missed that yesterday. MASS, but yeah, it was running up there 276 to 411, and it closed at 4. And this morning, 405 to 416. It's back at 399 right now, and that is MASS 908 devices, but it's getting up into the top. Maybe it's going to run up higher and be one of the momentum plays as it gets up into the top and like really runs up there. So keep an eye on MASS as today rolls through. I meant to mention that last night. MCVT, that's at Mill City Ventures, and this thing's trying to get curled up here. I'll have to keep an eye on this and see what it wants to do right here. It looks like it's trying to. We'll have to see if it can get through. Again, it's way down there, and it has tried to make that move a couple times. Big old hook up. We'll have to keep an eye on this MCVT and SYRS. We were talking about this last night. I know it ran yesterday a little bit, and it was just bouncing around a little bit. 8 to 13, it closed at 12, and today it opened at 12 and came down to 7. It's at 9. So again, just bouncing around, but it will get set up right there. SYRS. And let's take a look at that TVGN here, and that one, Tevogen. And it is trying to curl up. And again, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm not so sure it'll get running, but you might have a pop up right here. And it was running this morning or yesterday, 120 to 141. It closed at 126. Not sure it's doing anything today, but keep an eye. Maybe it'll jump up some more. And there you go with your Joe Lee's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Joe Lee. Greatly appreciate them. And let's take a look at our laptop lowdowns real quick and see what they're up to. ALZN, let's see what that's doing. Let's see, ALZN. And again, this list is probably going to get moving in the next week or so. I think that the markets will start to get cruising. We had the speech. Bitcoin's almost at 90,000 right now. Solana's almost back to 147. So definitely looking better right there. And ALZN all the way down here. And like I said, we'll keep an eye on it. It's not moving yet. And we will watch it. BTCT, this is going to be a great one. This one ran really good for us the last time it ran up. BTC Digital, BTCT, and it is going to get set up here. And I think it might have to curl up and hit that MACD a few times. It's doing it now. We'll see if it can get through. Again, we'll see if that pattern changes. But right now, we're sticking to it, and it is going to hit there. So expect a little bounce is what we're looking for. That BTOG, Bit Origin right here. This one took a major run the other day, and it's still sitting on the 20, a little flat. What is it doing today? It's still running around 42 to 51, and now it's at 38. So we'll keep an eye on that, see if it does want to get set up. And that CETX, we're keeping an eye on this. This one we're going to add right to our list, and it's going to be the next big runner one that we've been looking at for a while. That's in the basement, just like we've had a couple other ones like ALLR, and I keep forgetting what the last one just was. It was just the other day. But anyway, CETX will be next, and CRKN, Crown Electrokinetics right here. And let's see, that one's way down there. Wow, CRKN, nice dip. Is that yesterday? That is yesterday's nice dip. So keep an eye on that. See if it wants to dip anymore right there, and we'll find the bottom. And these things are great when you find the bottom on them because they do just run right up and they're easy. CRWS, this is that one that jumps around a whole lot. It took a huge dip yesterday, it looks like. And 407 down to 388. It's at 389. And again, this thing just starts running right back up. It's a wild one, so keep an eye on this thing. And it did try to crawl up and it hit that MACD and pull back, but like I said, it just bounces around a lot right there. GNLN, that Green Lane Holdings, and this one is pulling back and looks like it was trying to curl up. So again, it's just even with some of these hooks right here, or maybe that's a dip and rip where it came down to that 55. It's at 60 right now, and that was yesterday's date. But yeah, that one did pull back right there, GNLN, and we know to be super patient with everything. Watch for a dip and rip look, and yeah, just find the ones that you really like. This GREE is trying to get set back up. I'm not so sure it can, but maybe it can. I mean, it just barely curled through coming down. Maybe it can curl back up. Keep an eye on GREE right there, GREE, Greenage Generation Holdings. Maybe that can do it. Icon right here. This one we've been watching, and it is looking a little better. So keep an eye on Icon, ICON. And I know that took some nice dips right there. And yeah, that one's trying to get set up. It's at 13 cents. Yesterday it was up at 14, ran up to 16, came down to 12. So it is trying to get set up right here. ICON, LGMK, good old Logic Mark was trying to get set up. And this is looking better, crawled through. So keep an eye on Logic Mark, LGMK. That one's looking pretty good as well. So definitely want to look at that. LSH, Lakeside Holding, took a nice dip into the basement. And again, this is why we love to be super patient and not really jump into them early, because this is a nice dip. 166 down to 112. It closed at 121, but we'll keep an eye on that. And Laptop Travel was agreeing, because that is a nice dip right there. That's exactly what we love to look for. And that's why I'm telling you, be super patient with them. Marin Software, another one taking big dips. So you have a lot of great opportunities down here, even with the big caps and all. We'll go through them. So everything all the way pulled back. And like I said, it's just beautiful opportunity. I don't know why people complain when they're red and dipping. I look at it as a great thing. Pali, PALI. Let's look at this bad boy right here, because this one's trying to get set up and could have bottomed out there yesterday. So we will keep an eye on PALI and good old fat PHAT, Phantom Pharmaceuticals. And they have their earnings coming up tomorrow. And this thing has been going up right here. And I know we looked at it, PHAT, and it was running up yesterday. It looks like it's trying to move up a little more today right there. So keep an eye on PHAT. And let's look at PSTV. Here we go, plus therapeutic. Whoa, that one's going to be a good plus run when it's ready. PSTV, another great dip yesterday. Laptop Travel says yeah on that one too, and yeah, that one took a nice dip. Ready 63 up to 69, down to 24, and closed at 31. So they just like shredded half their company right yesterday, so we could get it on sale, and that's what we love to do. Red Hill Biopharma, that one's pulling back, but it might be bottoming out. We'll keep an eye on it. And again, I keep an eye on all these bad boys, because they're just great setups, and you know they're going to get running. It's just a matter of when, and you got to get the timing down. The timing's been a little off lately. So that's why we're just watching for these dip and rips like Rent. Here's another one we've been looking at, RENT, and that one could be bottoming out there yesterday. So I'll keep an eye on that today, because it was in a great spot. And another huge dip right there. It's a beauty. Starbucks Group is STBX, and this is taking nice dip and looks like it might want to base out. So, and not, I think we might be trying to turn around the market a little bit. Maybe it was waiting for that speech last night. And then Friday, we have a crypto summit at the White House. SUNE is down too. And we've been watching this one pull back. So it ran up a little bit the other day, but it's not ready. It's just little run ups that they have. And if you catch them and you can trade them quick, it's perfect. But you got to get out, because they will be down lower than what you bought it in. VLCN, that Volcon, that one pulled back. And we've been watching this thing. And yeah, this thing's getting ready to be bottomed out, it looks like to me. So we'll keep an eye on that. And good old Wheeler right here, WHLR, Wheeler Real Estate's been in the basement for a while as well. And it looks like it might have tried to run at some point yesterday. Or, yeah, yesterday it tried to run up there, 232 to 396. We were just looking at it the other day. And then today it's down at 133 right now. So it opened at 140. And that's what I mean. They do run fast, and they pull back even faster. WINT. And let's see what this wind tree is up to. I know they recently split. It's been in the basement, and it looks like it is trying to get set up right here. WINT. It actually ran up yesterday $3 to 547 right there, and it does look like it's trying to get set up. So we will keep an eye on good old WINT. We were looking at it before, and it ran up, and then it came down and split right there. So WINT, there you go. And there's your laptop lowdowns. Thank you very much, Laptop Travel. And let's see what else is going on this morning. I'll look at the big caps real quick and the SPY, and then I'll go through the messages. Our SPY is up at 578. It's up $2 right now, trying to crawl up. Let me tell you, if it's I'm not convinced it's ready to get popping, but I think it's trying to bottom out here. So that is a good thing right there, and we'll keep an eye on it. So we will look at that and see what's going on. Like I said, it's up $1.89 right now, and that is our SPY, and I'll keep you posted. Like I said, I'm not completely convinced, but it is getting down to that bottom area, and it is going to want to bounce back up, so that is better. And let's go through and see. Apple's up 78 cents. And again, I'm not convinced it is pulling back, trying to crawl up just today. But you know how this goes on. But that 20 and 50 are meeting up. So we'll see if it can jump up. It needs to jump up here into this 239 area. It's at 236. So keep an eye on Apple. If it can do it, it could get moving right there. Amazon right here is up $1.63, and like I said, this thing's going to get set up, and they're just like getting to that bottom. They're just curling up, jumping around a little bit, but not really ready to get crazy. So I mean, they're not ready to pop off crazy yet, but yeah, yesterday could be that bottom at 197. We're at 205, so I think we are going to try to get set up for some of these bad boys. And Google's up 96 cents in the same situation. That one's trying to curl up, and again, we know that they need to take a couple times. So yeah, it's run up today, but does it get through? It could bounce right back down, and we could see some more pullback. So I'm telling you, I'm not totally convinced. And Meta, it's up right now, but not completely ready to rock and roll. So they could easily be down tomorrow or later. So yeah, I'll keep my eye on things and keep you posted. But like I said, I'm not completely convinced. And Microsoft's trying to run back up. It's at 389. It's up $1, and it does look like yesterday could be its bottom. But again, it's trying to crawl up for that second time, and we know how that goes. They look great. They have momentum, and then the next thing you know, they're pulling back really good. So just trade them up and down that day and then get out and wait for it. Nvidia's up $1.78, same situation. It is looking like it wants to try to bottom out soon, but it's not ready yet, I don't think so. Like I said, we got to keep an eye on all these bad boys and see if they're really ready to curl up. I'm not convinced. So Tesla is up 254, and another one I'm not convinced. It's still in the basement and staying down there. Let's take a look at these. AMC real quick is up a little bit. GameStop's up a hair, and Chewy was up a little bit too. But Unity was looking pretty good, and that's up 38 cents. So keep an eye on that one. We'll see if that can roll off that MACD. Good old Unity. Let me see what it's doing this morning here. Here we go. Unity. And we'll see if it can roll off that MACD. I don't know if it'll do it today, but it might try. It might try to get set up too. AVGO, that was up $3. That thing's getting set up, but again, it could pull back a little bit. I'm betting TSM's up. He named them my name yesterday. MU's up $1.51. And again, they're just looking good after that speech, but I'm not convinced they're ready to rock and roll yet, guys. And let's look at that TSM. It is up $3.27 in the same situation. I'm not convinced it's completely ready, but when these things are ready in like a week or two, they are going to be ready. So, like I said, just watch for these dip opportunities and the best opportunity there. And I think we'll be cruising along. It looks like Bitcoin just got back in the 90,000 and Sol's at 147. So there you go with them. And let's see, SMCI's at 40 and 40.26. It's up a little bit. It was moving yesterday, but another one, like I say, I'm not convinced that these are just ready to rock and roll yet. Could have some more pullback. and some more setup time. I think AMD's trying to bounce back up at 101 and curling up. I have a feeling it's going to hit that MACD and come back down. And QCOM is up a little bit. And again, same situation right there. So I am not convinced yet. And if it's not convincing, they're not really ready to rock and roll yet. INTC, just that look pulling just flat right there after yesterday's pullback onto the 50. And snow, let's see, it's up $1.40. And again, yesterday hit that support resistance, I mean, and or no, I'm lying. It hit that support and it bounced off, and now it's going to try to hit the resistance at like 180 up at the 20, and I think that's going to come down, and it's just curling up for the first time. So I don't think that pattern's over yet. And Dell's up $1.63, and again, it doesn't look great to me just yet. And let's look at our micro strategy. We'll go into our crypto. Micro strategy is up $11, hitting that MACD, and very well could come right back down, guys. So I'm just letting you know that 20 still up here at 301, and then your 50's up there like 328. And I'm not even sure it's getting through the MACD right there. And like I said, Bitcoin is up over 90,187. Sol's at 147. Ethereum's at 22,220, and Ripple's at 248. H bar's at 25. Cardano's at what? 98, it says, I believe, and Ripple 246. Cardano's at 99. It was just bouncing. That's why I didn't know exactly what it was saying. And it was like moving while I was looking at it. But yeah, it says it's at 99 right now. And like I said, Ripple there at 248. So let's go ahead and look at these charts and see what they're doing and what they want to do. So let me get you up to speed on crypto. And let's see what's happening right here. And Bitcoin is back over that 90,000 right there. And let's see. It is looking better right there. And again, it's hitting that MACD and like trying to get through. So we will keep an eye on it and see if it wants to get through completely. Ethereum, let me look at it. And again, we have the summit is on Friday, so they could pull back again today, get set up again. So let me just look. Ethereum, not again, it's trying to get set up. It's not really right there. Solana's at 148 right now. And let's see. It is trying to run back up. And Solana looks like it could have a nice little pop. So maybe they do pop back up. They could bounce right back down. You know how crazy this is right now. Cardano just like got to $1. It's like moving around pretty good. And Cardano is trying to run back up there. So that's not looking too bad. ADA. And let's look at Doge. That's all the way down at 20 cents. And let's see what it's doing down here. And Doge is just trying to get set up and trying to curl off that MACD again. So it is looking better right there. And Chainlink's at 1611. And let's look at that H bar. Let me type that one in. Hold on, because that one's been looking really good. HBAR. And it is a US one. And like I said, it's been trying to run up here. And it is looking pretty good to try to run up some more. So keep an eye on that H bar, and that one is looking good. I didn't even look to see what ETF 500 was at. Let's look at that one real quick and see where that's at. Let's see. Let me find that real quick. Boom, boom, right there. And let's see. Refresh, and it looks like it's at 4.9, so it just sits right there, right around. I mean, it hovers right around that 5 million. So it goes a little bit under. This is like your bottom, I think. And yeah, once these things start moving, guys, you know that thing's gonna be good. So that thing will be cruising up. And there you go with crypto looking pretty good. Bitcoin is cruising right along at 90,500 now. So it is going up. And let's take a look and see what you guys want to look at real quick. Let's see. Yeah, that's crazy dilutions on them bad boys. Let me see. What's going on here? Let me just scroll through real quick and see. MSTU for the win. Let's see, is that the ETF, right? Yep, there you go. And that is up. And again, just be careful as it crawls up and hits that MACD. I don't know if they're really ready just at the moment, but we'll find out. RVPH This one is just kind of pulling back. Maybe it bottoming out right here. Let's see. It did hit that bottom down there at 116. It's back to 130. I mean, it's not really ready, I don't think, to get crazy yet. I'll look at it, Sat Stacker, and see what that wants to do. And let's look at Holo and them couple real quick for Barbara. Let's see what Holo's doing. HOLO, and that is up 3 cents, trying to curl up right there. And again, it is not looking bad. I know we were saying yesterday it was looking pretty good, and it is up 108 to 115. It's at 111. And like I said, not looking bad. Your 20's up there at about 124. So keep an eye on that area, but not looking bad. UOKA, that one did run up yesterday. Just a little bit of pullback there. It's still over the MACD, it appears. Let me take a look. And why are these two charts like completely different? This one has it like, let's see, over the MACD, and this one has it under the MACD. It's kind of bizarre. I'll take the trend spider every time. It's hitting that 20 right there, and at 16 cents, it's right around there. Let's see. Yeah, it's at 16 hitting that. We'll see if it can cross through. Again, this was one of them ones that crossed down and now it's trying to cross back up. It did have that run. It could also, Barbara, hit that MACD and pull back a couple times and really take a dip, but we'll see what it wants to do today. But just keep your eye on it and be paying attention for sure. And that OCEA is in a really good spot, guys. And I think this one's trying to get set up right here. So keep an eye on that. That bottom could have been yesterday down there at that 8 cent area, and it's down there today. So just keep an eye, because I think that could be your bottom right there, and it could be getting set up. So there you go, Barbara, for them bad boys. And MicroStrategy owns about 2.38% of the total Bitcoin supply that will ever exist. So that's pretty good right there, I would say. And Lockheed Martin, what are they up to this morning? Because he was talking about aerospace and defense and the steel dome. And again, I just don't feel like they're just ready yet. It's hitting this resistance up here, and it's just not able to get through. It is up this morning. 450. It ran up, what? That was yesterday. I don't even have it on here for today, but it does say it's up 29 cents. And again, I'll keep an eye on these and see if they're really ready. We might have a couple days or a week or so where the market's still a little choppy here, and or just getting set up maybe until next week. Again, they look like they're trying to. That crypto summit's Friday. Maybe that kicks things off. Adobe, he named Oracle too yesterday. That was right. Um, Adobe's crawling up right there, and I don't know if it can get through that 20. Like I said, it's that first curl up. I mean, it looks pretty good, but it's hitting that 20. It's got to really get up over where its high was yesterday, in that 448.82, and really get cruising. It's at 447, hitting that. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a look at that one. And they do have earnings coming up, so be careful. March 12th, so that's next Wednesday for Adobe. But yeah, definitely keep a look at an eye on these bad boys. I'm not convinced that they're ready. NOC was running up, and that's that Northrop Gunman one. And that one is popped up there this morning. Yesterday it did 473 to 480. It's back to 463. I'm not sure if it's doing anything yet this morning, but that one did run up there. And HII is Huntington Ingalls Industry, and that one ran up. Was that yesterday it ran up, or today? It looks like today it's trying to pop up there. Let me see. HII. Let me see. And yeah, that thing's running up there today, 192 to 194. I mean, it closed yesterday at 176. So you're talking a major gap up right there. And that is HII. And take a look at that today and see if it can run up anymore. And here we go. Luis Rodriguez said he was watching the charts on select stocks as the president was speaking and was mesmerizing. Trading should be 24/7. Yeah, I think it'll get there for sure too. Just like crypto, they're going to follow that as well. And it's a green opening for sure so far. So I think we will. And again, we've seen it happen many, many times where they open super green and then the next thing you know, they are pulling back. So I will keep an eye on things and make sure that we're staying green. S dot, let's look at it. It's at 310, just a little pullback there. And again, this one's over the MACD pulling back, so it could easily try to roll right off of there. It looks like it's going to try to. So keep an eye on that. S dot, apparently it's farm products right there. I don't even know. I thought it was like some kind of like ghost kitchens or something. I don't even know what the heck these companies do. Anyway, who cares? Satic Group. And so, yeah, he was all about farmers last night, too. And I still can't believe that not one of them Democrats stood up when that kid, he honored that the kid in the Secret Service that has brain cancer. And then that's why I posted the thing about Rachel Maddow last night. I just clicked on CNBC because you have to watch that afterwards because it's amazing. And these people have like meltdowns and they're on there like talking terrible about this kid. I was like, holy shit, these people are like really bad. And again, some of the major news media outlets picked up on it. I posted it right away, and that's why I put for the record. She kept saying every sentence she would go, and for the record, and for the record, and for the record. She sounded like a maniac, and she is obviously. And then yeah, she was. They were talking like really bad about this kid. I was like, this is fucking crazy. I can't even believe I'm listening to this. So that's why I made that post. And then obviously it made national media this morning. But yeah, it was insane. I mean, they're not even gonna have they can't possibly even have a network left in 6 months. I mean, it's just gonna completely implode on them, and it's the best thing you could ever watch because all of them are completely out of their minds. RVPH, what's that one looking like? Did I just look at it and I forget? Yeah, that was at Revive It, and it's down at that bottom right there. So yeah, I'll look at that. Like I said, it's down there. We'll see. It might even get into the basement down there. So I'll take a look at it and see what's going on. Let's see what's going on the scanner real quick. See what's happening. What else is happening this morning? It is green, and that's a good look. And crypto's looking decent, so that's nice. But like I said, crypto summit tomorrow, and then you have we'll see if that brings up the markets. They don't look like they're completely ready. I'm just looking at the scanner, seeing what this is up to. GTI, Graph Jet Technology. They make metals and minings in Malaysia. It's trying to roll up. I'd watch this bad boy. Keep an eye on GTI today, guys. That one's trying to get cruising right there. Let me see this. GTI. Them Volkswagens are pretty cool cars too, GTIs. 14 to 26, and it's at 16. So keep an eye on it. It's running. It ran up this morning, hit that 20, but it does look like it's trying to set up some more ARBB. We knew, and that CGBS is down a little bit, and all these CYCU. We've known about that one. You know, we were on point with that. And MSTU and NITO. Let's see, SYRS. Um, is trying to get set up there. And let's see what our other ones are doing. Let's see what is the SQQ doing here. That is the what is it? The Pro short, yeah, Ultra Pro short. And let's see, it's just kind of pulling back a little bit. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's a good indicator of what the markets are going to do here. And like I said, it just was a little pullback on it. Could run up a little more. I don't know if it's gonna top out real soon, and you're gonna see these markets reverse. And I'm telling you, I'm not exactly convinced that they're ready just yet. And even looking at that, but they will be getting ready extremely soon right here. So we do want to be ready for them to rock and roll. CDE, what is that? Core mining. This one's a big old hook up there, right? CO. What is it? CO. So wait, CDE. What am I talking about? I was spelling the name of the company COEUR. You're mining or something. But yeah, that one's setting up, and again, it's gonna curl up, hit that MACD. You'll probably get a good runoff of it, but just make sure it gets through. But it is curling up there, looking good. It's one of them big old curl ups on that gold right there. So there you go with that bad boy. And let's see what else I see. Not a whole lot, to be honest with you. What's this one? WAI Top King win. We've looked at this. I'll take a look at that. It's trying to do something there. I can't really tell real quick, but I'll look at it today. That DGLY is trying to get moving. LAES is trying to. And again, I'm not completely convinced that they're all ready to get popping here. So I will keep an eye on them, keep you posted for sure. And let's see where our SPY is at the moment here. It's at 579. It's up 223. And again, I'm not completely convinced that it's ready to rock and roll. Oh, wrong one. Hold on, let me X out of these guys and the SPY. Let me look at it on here and see what it wants to do. Yeah, I mean, yesterday does look like it's bottom, but it does look like it could continue to pull back a little bit. So I'm not sure it's getting under that. I'm not sure it's going to come under 570. And yesterday it didn't even get that far down. Would it come down to 571 or something? 572. So we'll look at it and see. But like I said, I'm not completely convinced that they're ready to get like crazy popping yet. They are getting set up. They are almost at the bottom. And I see why Buffett and them had a lot of cash on hand because it's going to be a perfect opportunity to buy them up and have these bad boys run up. And crypto's looking much better, so that should get moving. You have your crypto summit this week on Friday, so that should be nice. And there you go. I would say we just got our good pre-market review right there, and we know what's going on. Keep an eye on everything. I'll keep you guys posted with the SPY. And again, don't get crazy yet. Be patient with everything. And these things are setting up. BlackRock's Panama Canal deal is just its latest Trump era win. U.S. futures rise as traders hope for tariff relief. Wall Street's biggest bear says that the S&P 500 could drop to 4,200. Stock futures jump on hope of possible Trump compromise on tariffs and Trump tariffs live update. So he did say he's going to do reciprocal ones next month. So we'll see. He did impose 25% on a few yesterday. And then like over the other day, Monday, and then he did say yesterday that he was going to do reciprocal. So it is going like crazy. He doesn't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. No one knows what's going on. They only know when they're going to make crypto pop. I know that because you can see they put like 20 time leverages and they make like or 50 time leverages and make $200 million in like 10 minutes. So and Luis Rodriguez said he's holding as much cash as possible and cashing out on small gains until the market starts trending up. And yeah, you got to do that right now. Let me just see what's trending on our stock twits right here. And here we go. Let me see what's up with stock twits. GRRR, that one's been running up there. I mean, we looked at it before. Wolf, WOLF, that one's looking better. And I think that's not the Terra Wolf, that's the other wolf. WOLF. Yeah, Wolf Speed. I couldn't remember. Again, just I mean, we'll see if it really wants to pop up here. Wolf Speed. It says it's like 0%. I don't know. I don't see any earnings or anything going on, so I'm not sure. H bar is and CRWD. What is that? Crowd. CRWD is that CrowdStrike. That's it. And that took a nice dip, guys. So that could be pulling back. DJT's up a hair to SPY. And that CRO, that's a crypto coin. OPFI, what's that? That OPFI. We were just talking about this on that small cap show. This one's looking good. I know it was. Keep an eye on this OPFI. One of the guys was just mentioning this thing, and it did just bounce off that support line yesterday. I have earnings coming up on today, actually. So keep an eye on that one right there. And QQQ, we just looked at it. So there you go. And like I said, I'm not completely convinced. We know that this market stays green in the pre-market and turns around. So just be careful of that. I'll keep you guys posted on the SPY and what's going on. Let me know if you're looking at anything today. And I would definitely say that's a good pre-market review. And thanks again for everybody that always tunes in. Greatly appreciate it. And Asian Jolie for your Joey's jumpers and laptop travel for your laptop lowdowns. Doge Mama 9. Jay Kratz and Luis Rodriguez, East Coast Beach Girl Barbara, and Pax 4747, and Sat Stacker, Creative Genius, Ryan, and Jorge, it looks like right there. Who's that? Jorge Hernandez. How are you this morning? And everybody else, I hope that everybody has a great day and we can lock in some profits on this little green right here. So, like I said, I'm not completely convinced. I'll keep you guys updated and obviously trade smart and lock in those profits. So, there you go, everybody. I'd say that's a good pre market review right there. Let me know if you want to look at anything today. And that CMRX is running up there, and BTAI, we looked at that the other day, just caught my eye real quick. But that CMRX looks like it's up pretty good. I'm not sure. I'll look at it real quick. Let's see if it wants to continue to run up here. It did have a nice pop up. I don't even know what it is, Chimerex or something. It's a biotech company, and I'd probably be careful with it. But obviously, it's up there really nice. Jazz Pharmaceuticals to acquire them. I don't even know who Jazz is. So anyway, it did pop up, and again, it's up at the top. But be careful, and that's why it's run up at that top. They were getting acquired, and yeah, how about Walgreens? What is that? WB? I forget what it is actually. Walgreens, WBA. It is. How about that one getting acquired too? And let's see what the chart looks like. It does look like it wants to roll off that MACD, but we'll see what's up with them. And again, they're trying to get bought out as well. So they might be going private, Walgreens. So there you go, everybody. That's our pre market review. And again, we'll keep you posted on anything, and definitely the SPY. We'll see if it can stay up there and move. I'm not convinced. So I'll let you guys know. So there you go. Trade smart, lock in your profits. Goodbye. Good luck. See you later. And have a great day, everybody.